Hello, rosebuds, and welcome back to the Rose Garden. Sorry it's been a minute. I just came back from Vegas. I had an amazing time in Vegas. I went to a feminine energy retreat it was wonderful. It was wonderful. It definitely opened up a lot that came out for me. Um, Towards the end, I could feel my subconscious trying to be real strong during the whole thing, but towards the end, I ended up pouring out like a subconscious block that I had. So yeah, it was good. Like it was good. However, when I came back home, boy, was the Saturn whisked his way back into my sign of Pisces 29 anaretic degree, and he came through and he fucked some shit up. He fucked some shit up. This is my tea. So before I even dive in, because this is going to be a really juicy video, I want to help a lot of you release some of the things that I'm doing to release during our full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. I want to help walk you guys through some of that stuff and what you should do, what you shouldn't do. Okay. But before we get started, once again, welcome to the Rose Garden. If you are new here and this is your first time seeing my lovely face, my name is Kimberly Ann. I am a mother of 3 amazing, beautiful girls and an auntie to 4 amazing, beautiful girls. And I create this content to leave like breadcrumbs for them. So as they are going through their teenage years into adulthood, through adulthood, they have some references to reference back to through my content to kind of help them get through life. I have gone through quite a bit of trauma through love, mostly through love, friendships, even in family. I've gone through a lot. I actually opened up a lot about my story during the feminine energy retreat, and my mentors was like, we would have never guessed that you was a fighter. Never would have guessed it. Yeah, I fought for the first, I'm going to go ahead and say 30, let me see, 33 years. Probably fought that much. My last physical fight was when I was age 27. But we won't go there. So, I create this content in the hope that it helps someone who may be in the same predicament as I was and are trying to cross that threshold into a new life. I am currently at a place of my life where I'm at that in between, where I'm no longer in the old life, but I haven't quite crossed over into the new life. I'm at that space in between. So, yes, Millie. Your feet are cold. Okay. Did you eat? Hold on, you guys. Did you eat, Mama? Okay. Go on, lay down then, boo boo. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm at that point where I'm like, right, I can feel my new life. However, it's like, but I can't touch it. So, um, when I got back from Vegas, it was the morning of September 1st. So I received a text for about the home we were moving to. And oh, I was so excited. So excited. And she texts me and says, hey, I'm getting ready to send over the contract for the home. So excited. But read it over and sign. Actually, she didn't even tell me to read it over. She said just sign it and send it back. Is what she says. I read it over from beginning to end. There was nothing in that contract about me buying that house. Like what we had discussed. What was in that contract was that they will sell the house with me in it and submit my name to the new buyers, and it will be at their discretion to keep me in the house or not. I text her back. I said, hey, I don't see anything in there about me buying the house. She said, let me talk to the owners real quick. Get back to me real quick. And she says, oh, they said I could put something in there about that. They send the contract over again. It's a itty bitty little clause that says tenant may purchase the home at any time during lease. I text her back, and I so nicely said to her, I'm going to pass at this time. I thought, for one, because there was something else in there about me covering all the utilities, all the repairs. I mean, it's as if they missed the part where we had agreed upon me renting to own. After 6 months, it would go into ownership where I'm buying it. But they heard that I'll cover everything. So they had everything. They wanted me to cover lights, gas, water, sewage. I understand lights and gas. Water and sewage, originally she told me when I first toured the home that the owners cover. Oh, none of that in there. And I said, well, I don't mind covering everything if I'm purchasing the home. But based on the clause that you all put in the contract, I don't think they want to go the route that I thought we were going. I think they want to go more of a traditional route. She was like, well, you might not want to pass up on this opportunity because they're going to put the house back on the market whether there's a tenant in it or not. So she told on herself or on them when she said that. And I said, oh, you guys are going to put me in that house, put it back on the market, say tenant occupied to make it look more appealing to buyers, and sell it from up under me while I'm in the house with my kids. Forget whether or not they're going to keep us in the house or whether they raise the rent. So then that would have left me and my children looking for another home in probably about 6 months. I said, I'm gonna pass. Well, what do you want? You want a seller finance? Yes. I want to do a land contract, which is what we've already discussed. Then I realized through our conversation, 333, as I'm getting ready to say this, I don't believe the realtor was honest with the couple about what I stated as far as terms of the rent to own agreement. It was supposed to be, I rent for 6 months, show loyalty, flip it over to buy, have it paid off in 8 years. Paying the same rate that I was paying in rent. She writes me back and says they want you to have it paid off in less than 30. And I was like, I told you I wanted to have it paid off in 8 years. So I'm not understanding, like, why are you saying it to me like I wanted 80 years? I said, you know what? It's okay. If they put it on the market and it sells, that's okay. I'll get something better. That's okay. Man, I cried. Do y'all hear me? I cried. And I cried so hard. I was so hurt because I legitimately saw my children and I in that home by October 1st. Like, my house is packed. Do y'all hear me? My house, boxes everywhere. I cried. And I went through a plethora of emotions to the point that I literally cussed my guides out. I said, I don't know what I did wrong this time, because I know for a fact that this time it wasn't me. Because if y'all know my story from previous videos, I've literally spent like the last 20 years trying to leave this, like, I don't know. I don't even know what to call it. This lifetime I'm in, I guess. I don't know what to call it. But I just wanted to be in my own space where I choose where I live, and I don't have to settle for where I live. This wasn't a last resort because I had nowhere else to go. I want a place where, oh, I got to choose to live here, not out of necessity, but because I simply just wanted to live there. Alyssa, Alyssa, please keep it down. Lena, stop making all that noise with all them little bracelets. Thank you. She be wearing your stuff. She be alright. So, oh, everybody just gonna come get in my. Okay, all right, all right. Don't y'all make a peep. So, I was thinking over everything. I said I didn't do anything wrong. I know I didn't do anything wrong. I know I didn't do anything wrong. I fasted. I had the money. Do y'all hear me? I sat on that money for about a month and a half. Do y'all hear me? I did everything right. I started packing like I'm moving. Everything. I have been packing since March. Literally, since March, I had been packing. I said, I know I didn't do anything wrong this time. Even though my mom had her little diagnosis and all that, I still said I'm moving. Because the last time you got sick, I didn't go. I wound up pregnant. I said I'm moving. I'm not leaving you. I'll be there for your cancer diagnosis. I'm not leaving the city, but I'm moving. I'm out. I'm sorry. I need my own space that I choose, where I get to go, based off of want and desire, not need, survival, or necessity. Okay. So then I said to my guys, I'm not pregnant. Like, what's going on? I'm not even having sex with anybody. Like, really. And the one person who keeps trying to come and get some, I keep rejecting them. To the point where he called me while I was on my last day in Vegas. I'm talking about within the last few hours. I just hung up on him. I didn't like the way he talked. And what happened was I didn't recognize the number. And I said, who is this? And he was like, who is this? And I was like, I don't recognize the number. He goes to say, why you keep playing these little bitch ass games? I just was like, click, block. Because that's where I don't want you. I want my kingdom spouse. I don't want you. You are already disqualified based on my love list. You're disqualified. I don't want you. So, I'm talking to my guys. I said, oh, by the way, you guys, listen, I'm not having a baby after this block. I'm not. Y'all can forget it. If I'm supposed to bring a fourth into the world, I will go beg my doctors to take this shit out before I ever get pregnant again. After y'all done blocked me again. Yet again, I've been blocked. I'm like, So then after I finally calmed down, I started reading my journal from my fast. And it hit me as I was reading. A lot of things that I had asked for, I received. I did get a little bit of clarity. There was another clarity instance I didn't get. I was a little pissed about. I cussed them out for because I asked for clarity in a dream, and they put me in a car with that very same man I just blocked, driving down the street, and I couldn't get the motherfucker back to where he went. He got in my car and went to tell me where he wanted to go. I was mad. Woke up from that dream and cussed him out again. That's neither here nor there. I asked for one of my days off and to switch shifts. I got that. That confirmation. Excuse me, y'all. I got that confirmation while in Vegas. That was one of the things I asked for my fast. So now I'm able to pick up my kids and drop them off. I got that. What else did I get? I just had like more peace and clarity. It was something else. Let me see if I can pull my journal in. I was reading and I was like, oh my goodness, they actually did come through. Oh, and another thing I got today, where I am going for my ADNs, I just found out today, which is crazy, all in this crazy ass week. There's been a lot of good things, and there's been like, this is gonna make me, y'all trying to make me flip. I found out that the school I got my LPNs from, that I've gone back to get my ADNs from, are going for their BSN accreditation. BS and accreditation. So that means the moment I graduate my ADNs, I get to flip right on into my BSNs. And they're gonna let me slide in because I've done all of my degrees there. So I was like, oh my God, because I already had made my decision that since I'm becoming a registered nut, I'm gonna just go ahead and become a basic registered nut. So, or a better registered nut. That's what BSN would be. So I was like, look at God. There is some silver lining in this, because this week has went to shit. Is exactly what I said. I'm trying to think. It was some other stuff. I got definitely clarity on how to clear a lot of karmic blocks and illusions. And it dawned on me how I received that protection from the illusion of people who tried to take my desires for goodness, or for granted rather. And that was shown greatly with that house. But what most importantly came through that whole situation, unlike prior times with situations that I've been in, is I was thorough enough to read through and catch it. I didn't just sign it and go. I literally read it. Because if I had to just sign that contract, and I would have been locked in. But I said, you know what? Y'all gave me clarity for real. Not just clarity from as signals from you guys, but the discernment to really look into the situations that I'm getting into. And it blocked me from moving to the house, which I was mad about at first. But then I later realized, if I didn't have that clarity and that discernment to read that contract, I would have walked into an illusion of ownership. That was not real ownership I was getting ready to walk into. So I understood what happened. Spirit blocked me and is making me go about home ownership in a way where nothing can ever be taken from me. Because the one thing I stated in during my fast is, this time when I leave, I will never have to come back. I'm not coming back. That's one of the things I said during my fast. That happening the way it did, I haven't left yet, but that would have definitely had to come back. I would have had to come back. So that got blocked. So now I'm seeing the good in what came from that. I didn't want to dwell too long on it, but y'all know I lead this channel with my story, my pain, my suffering, because that's the best way I know how to do it. You don't like it, find somebody else to listen to. I'm trying to think. Whoo. All the approvals that I got also during my fast, they approved my application for school. I manifested that. That I was going through like a little debt situation that got cleared. So I did get quite a bit of stuff. And when I was out in Vegas and I was at the Feminine Energy Retreat, I did receive a clarity on a really deep subconscious block. That block was where I literally have gotten to a place where I'm like super at peace and super comfortable, to the point where I'm like, I really don't care if I find my spouse, my kingdom spouse. I'm at that place now, because I'm like, it's so peaceful single. I can't see how it would look to have a person in my life, because every relationship that I've seen has been chaos, from my own to my parents, my grandparents. Every relationship around me that I have seen has been sheer chaos. And when I tell you, the moment I realized that, I just literally had like started crying. And I realized that at that retreat. And I believe actually I know deep down, that was one of my major blocks, for sure. One of my major blocks. Because I had no idea of what the relationship looked like, I was opting to take the easier route of being single. And I'm not even fully out of that yet. Because still, even right now, it's like a guy just tried to talk to me, but he came on way too strong. There was no need for you to text me 5 times while I was at work. No need. That's insane. You're nutty and you're desperate. And I told you I was going to work. And I work in the jail. So there was no need for you to do that. So, I'm still working through some stuff, but my discernment is better, where my spirit knows. My spirit will know. My spirit will know. That's the one thing I can say, is my spirit will know when I've met the right one. But right now, I'm rejecting everything walking up to me that ain't. And I realized that thing, and I said to my mentor, like, how do you avoid becoming the avoidant? Because now that I've reached this point, or this place of peace where I no longer have to fight, now I'm at a place where I'm like, I just don't want to let nobody in, because it just seemed like everybody who I know who've let people in their lives, stuff just go nuts. It happened with my mom. My mom got with my dad, and like her whole family went up in fucking smoke. Like, I'm not saying my dad necessarily the cause, but he could have been the catalyst to show the weaknesses in their partnerships. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, even in my life, everybody I let in, it just shit start going fucking haywire. Now, the one situation that didn't get too out of control was my youngest child's father. However, it was his life that was fucked up. But I think my life stayed pretty simple or cool, because I actually I did not force a joining or a merging. And then even when I did kind of open up to it, he was so flighty, it could never join. And I'm actually very grateful that it never did, because his life was fucked up. His life was fucked up. So one of the clarities that I reached as we are coming upon this lunar eclipse in Pisces on the 7th, so that's Sunday, is instead of me trying to figure out what to manifest, which, word to the wise, ladies and gents, do not set any intentions on trying to bring something in during this eclipse season. Month of September, stay away from it. Wait till October. Don't try to manifest anything, because you'll be birthing it into chaos. And it dawned on me, because I was born technically into chaos. I was dropped twice. I have lightning bolt fractures on both sides of my temples as a baby. When I came out of my mother's womb, they dropped my placenta, and my dad went off and then fainted. So that was chaotic. And it was just chaos all through my childhood. Like, I watched my family fight, got alienated by cousins, aunts, and uncles. My brother and I did. Like, we were the misfits. It was a lot. Watched my parents fight. Like, it was a lot of chaos. So I realized that I was born into so much chaos. Earlier today, I said instead of me releasing external factors, because we all know that things and people outside of you are a reflection of what's inside of you. I said, I'm not going to release a single soul this season. What I am going to do is I'm going to release the version of me that learned how to survive in chaos. And that's what I want all of my rosebuds to do during this lunar eclipse on Sunday. And I want you to start today writing down all the incidences, all the situations that happened to you over the years. If you can remember back to childhood, go all the way back. And I want you to write down every portion of yourself, or every version of yourself that lived through chaos. And I want you to release that version of you this Sunday during this eclipse season, from Sunday all the way. I think the partial solar eclipse in Virgo, I believe it's September 22nd. Please check the date, but I say wait till October. And I want you to spend this entire month on focusing on releasing the old version of you. That is what I'm going to be doing this entire month. is focusing on releasing the version of me that had to grow up in chaos, had to learn how to survive in chaos. Trying to undo that is so hard because you literally are like on radar, on guard for anything to pop off. Being a previous fighter is you just like, if they want to work, they can work. There's no way to grow up because now I want to be the passenger princess. You can't be the passenger princess if you Xena the warrior princess too. You got to pick and choose. You can, kind of worry between, but you can't be on one side or the other. You got to find a happy medium. So, sorry guys, I got like a, why the hell am I back in Cleveland cold? That's that I should have never left Vegas cold. We won't go there though. They kicked me out because I had so much fun. But I want you to release, and I want you to think of affirmations that will help you continue that release. And whatever emotions and stuff come up, let it come out. I literally have cried so much this week. It's not funny. I'm sure you could probably see my bags because I've cried that much. I have done so much emotional releasing, having realizations. And I remember this morning when I cried, I told my OSA, bitch, you gotta die. I need you to go because I know you the reason that house fumbled like that, because that was an illusion of survival or something. So you got to go, baby. You got to die. That's what I said to her. And I was like, I know I'm not getting the house, and that's okay. I just want the feeling back that I had before I left for Vegas. When I tell you, I felt like I was on cloud 9, knowing that I was leaving. And I'm like, I'm moving. Like, I can't believe it. Like, I'm really moving into something that I genuinely love and want to move to. Like, I'm picking where I want to go. I'm not going off of survival. I'm not going to run away from chaos. I'm just moving because I just want to move. I just want a softer area. Like, that's it. I still love everyone around me. I just want a softer area. I don't want everybody to know where I live anymore. I want to be able to just run off grid as much as I can, which, by the way, today marks 1 year since I last posted on social media. So I have not posted on social media in a year. The last time I checked my social media was, I want to say December of 24. It might have been November of 24. Was the last time I actually like physically went on there and looked at it. Didn't post, didn't do nothing. But the last time I posted was a week after my event ended, which marks today. So yeah. I love the fact that I'm no longer on social media. And I released that a year ago. I said, I'm not going to do this anymore. I can't do this. This competing for advertising when there's 9 billion people in the world. Whatever's meant to find me, gonna find me. So I released that version of myself. So focus on releasing this year. I'm gonna do a quick card pull. I'm using the Moonology deck. Okay, and let's see if we can get one good message from our spirit guides. And I hope this video resonates with anyone that's maybe in like a real sticky energy where things aren't going quite the way that you wanted them to. Because when I tell you, I was there earlier this week and I was just like, what did I do wrong? I felt like a failure. I was like, damn, did I fuck something up? Like, what did I do wrong? I was clear about what I wanted, but I had to think about it. Look, let your fears dissolve. It's at the bottom of the deck. I had to think about it like, no, it wasn't nothing you did. You asked for divine protection, and that's exactly what happened. You saw through an illusion. Somebody, they tried to set you up. Oh, full moon in Leo. Go wild. Despite what is going on, step up and lead at the bottom of the deck. Despite everything that is going on, this is not the time for you to shut yourself in. This isn't the time for you to shut down. This is the time for you to really lock in. They got this new trend going from what I've heard. It's called lock-in season. And everybody's locking in from now until December, end of December. And it's so funny because right before I saw a YouTube video about the great lock-in, I was deciding in my head, since I lost the house, I'm going to lock in on passing my A&P, 2552 as I said that, passing A&P and becoming an RN. I said I'm going to lock in on that, and I'm going to lock in on just continuing to beautify myself and script and focus on me. I'm going to lock in on me. I was like, at this point, God will open up a door for me to move when it's time. Something to come miraculously when it's time. And I said, I'm locking on me. Then I saw that. I said, oh, well, look at God. Won't he do it? Telling me you're making the right decision. Lock in on you. And I said, I'm going to lock in to passing A&P, making sure I'm ready to become that RN, and killing off the old version of me that keeps attracting the chaos, keeps attracting the low vibrational relationships, keep attracting the low vibrational friends, keep attracting the low vibrational opportunities. I'm going to focus on flipping that whole, getting rid of her. She got to go. Because, I feel the new me. My soul is already, she gone. My soul gone. She is where new me is at. New me, I feel, is here. Mentally, she here because she's sick of the old timeline. But I said I'm going to lock in on removing out with the old and with the new. And by the time the new year comes, I'll be a new me. So let's hit a little bit of tarot. What we got? Ooh, so here we have the 8 of Cups. Release your disappointments. Release your disappointments. Roar at that moon. Roar at that moon. Cry at that wound. Leave the past behind during this eclipse season. This is your eclipse season message, y'all. Leave the past behind. Okay? Don't hold on to anything. And that lunar eclipse is full moon lunar eclipse is in Pisces. Expect some sudden changes. This eclipse season is definitely going to bring sudden changes. As you start to release the old timeline, things have to shift and things have to go away. Things have to shift and things have to go away. But it's up to you to decide, I'm going forward, I'm going with the new. And in order for the new to come in, there has to be space made by releasing the old. You can't, like my mentor said, you can't put new wine in old wine skin. I think that's how she put it. Yeah, you have to make space. You have to get a new wine skin for new wine. You can't, it doesn't work like that. So just expect some sudden changes over the next month during eclipse season. As you're releasing the old version of you, you may have exes come out. They gonna call the scene. They gonna show their ass. Just be ready. Be ready. Hold your ground. Stand your ground. Friends gonna show their ass. You can't take them with you. However, 4 of Cups, it's gonna leave you with a sudden awareness. It's in reverse too. You're gonna have revelation after revelation after revelation that's going to confirm to you that you're making the right choice, and you'll be choosing happiness over that chaos, and you'll get your justice. By the end of this eclipse season, just know you're going to get your justice. You're going to have your peace, your happiness. It's going to come in. I'm here to come in like a wrecking ball. I just heard it's coming like a wrecking ball. And it's not coming to wreck anything. It's actually coming, I'm seeing like it coming in to knock all the chaos right out. Like it's going to be a clean sweep. It's so funny. Spirit just reminded me of a dream I had about a year and a half ago where I was sent away from a mountain. And it was a mountain full of people that I skated around, everybody that I loved, or thought I loved. I loved, but I thought they loved me. And I remember being exiled and sent away from the mountain. And when I walked away, there was this man of pure light that came down, and when he hit the top of that mountain, it was like a big thunder, just boom, right? And you could tell he was super angry at how they treated me. And I remember turning around and seeing him. He looked at me, turned around, held his hand up in this huge lightning bolt in his hand. I remember that dream like it was yesterday. And he threw that bitch into the top of that mountain. And after that lightning bolt hit that mountain, that entire mountain was gone. That entire mountain was gone. There was nothing but rebel left. So just know that you have had disappointments. You've had to escape a lot of things. I feel you. I was there. However, there's about to be some sudden changes. You are about to be comfortable, boo boo. You are about to be so comfortable. You are about to be in your healing, your true healing season. You know, you got several layers to healing, right? And you have that ugly dark night of the soul phase, everybody like to call it. And then you got that, okay, this is good, but then you realize, oh, there's more to this shit. And then you go through another fucked up ass dark night of the soul. You may go through about 20 of them. Okay, and then you like, okay, I'm in a good place, and then something else hits you, and you're realizing you're healing and healing and healing like a fucked up onion that just never stops peeling. Okay. In this next season, what Spirit is letting me know, that after they come through and they clear out all the debris and all the craziness from all the chaos that you've had to endure your entire life, and they clearing it out, they're eclipsing it out this eclipse season, you will finally get to be in a place of healing where the healing won't be so painful. It'll be like as if you love it and you want it, and you're able to go through it more graceful. That's just what I got. This was supposed to be a one card pull. This has turned into a whole collective reading. I'm so sorry. And this video is long as hell. My apologies. My apologies. Yeah, you're going to be in a stable position to heal. And make sure that you remain open to Queen of Cups. Yeah. Remain open to what's coming. You will... there was a astrologer today who said during this eclipse season, you may run into new people who at first you're looking at them like, why the fuck are you here type shit. But in about 6 months, you'll realize why they were put into your life. And you'll appreciate them being in your life. So try to remain open and don't be so guarded. This eclipse season, I'm working on that. I feel y'all. I'm truly, truly working on it. Truly, truly working on it. Like, it's definitely, ooh, yeah. Use your, ooh, use your intuition during this eclipse season so that you don't miss any opportunities. Your intuition is going to guide you through these opportunities, these sudden opportunities that are coming, or these sudden connections that's coming through. Maybe we can tell them what connections to look out for, or what type of connections or type of people, or even maybe opportunity. What should they be looking out for during eclipse season? I just heard love. Ooh, the World card. It could be anything, but it's definitely going to change your life. The World card is a complete change, completion of a cycle, entering a new cycle, celebrating your life. You may travel around the world, not around, somebody may be traveling around the world. I heard vacation. You're going to feel whole. You're going to feel good. Things are going to come in fast with the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It's going to happen fast. This eclipse is going to take folks out really quick, but it's going to also bring in good really fast too. And you have to be tapped into your intuition, okay, to make sure you don't mess it up. Anything else, Spirit? Are we done? Because this video is long and they is not going to like me on this video. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, some of you are going to be making some major decisions. Some of y'all gonna be making some major, and look, it's a lunar eclipse. It look like it's a partial lunar eclipse in the background there. During this Libra season, maybe some of y'all are some of y'all are gonna have a hard time letting folks go. As the Three of Wands just slid out with the Two of Wands. Wow, some of you are gonna have to plan, and these came out together. 2, 3. Some of you are going to have to make decisions to walk away and not look back. You see how both of them are not looking? This one is like partially back turned, but by this one coming out and he's completely got his back turned, you are going to have to walk away and not look back. And is that not Leo, Aries? Look at that, Aries, Leo, go wild. That means when you walk away, don't give a fuck. Don't care. Yeah, don't care. Leaving, it say leaving home. Some of you may have passionate new beginnings. So you may have a transformed relationship that you thought was dead. I don't know why this is coming out. I don't know why that's coming out. Look, Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I don't even know why that just came out. Some of you may have a passionate new beginning. You thought a situation or a relationship was dead, and it actually may eclipse into something new during eclipse season. Congratulations, whoever that is. Congratulations. That would be so beautiful for you. I wish that on any of my rosebuds watching this. I really do. Shit, I wish it on myself. You heard me? You heard me? But I want something new. I want something new. I can't think of anyone from my past I would want to rekindle a motherfucking thing with. But more space. I will rekindle some more space. Yeah, there's nobody from my past I could even think I would want. Oh, you fucking shitting me. I should put this back in. Somebody coming in to work hard to get you back. Somebody coming in to put in work with that Nine of Pentacles. Somebody coming in to put in that work. They said, listen, yeah, I done fucked up, but I'm going to work double, over, triple, quadruple time. This is not supposed to be a love reading. Release the old, in with the new. I think we are done, y'all. Y'all know my... Yep, that's it. Yep. In with the old, out with the new. Yeah. Listen, congratulations. If you have done the work over, I say at least since COVID. At least since COVID. My spiritual journey started fall of 2019. If you have done the work, you have consciously decided to transform, I want to tell you congratulations. Because this eclipse season is about to show you the fruits of your labor. It's about to show you the fruits of your labor. I'm shocked the Ten of Pentacles didn't come out. Moon card. You have broke through so many illusions. And I'm so proud of you. Okay? I wish you the best. Thank you for tuning into the Rose Garden Rosebuds. If you're new here, click subscribe, click like, thumbs up. Check the description box below for all of my offerings. My new book, Reclaiming Your Crown. If you are trying to start your healing journey and release anything, you need to get that book. It's on Kindle as well as a physical copy on Amazon.com so that you, my baby, can start releasing the past and in with the new. Out with the old, in with the new, okay? Whew. Also, join my onlineschool.com. Sorry, let me help you. Let me help you at least get to where I am, where you are just more comfortable in life and with yourself and with releasing what no longer serves you. Okay? Thank you so much for tuning into the Rose Garden. Love you guys to the moon and back. Bye.